Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see some partly cloudy skies out there this morning with temperatures rising into the lower 50s and winds still looking fairly light to calm at this time. Overall, a fairly quiet weather day ahead with some seasonable temperatures and dry conditions. We'll see increasing clouds as well as those cloud bases lowering as we move into the day tomorrow with an area of low pressure moving through. It's going to bring some rain shower activity into the region for Thanksgiving, as well as some breezy conditions. And behind it, we'll see some fairly cold temperatures moving in, likely the coldest we have seen so far this season. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure and control over the local area, we'll see that start to move off to the east as this disturbance just north of Texas will start to come together as a better organized area of low pressure. It's going to track right through or just north of the local area, again bringing that disturbed weather into the region for tomorrow. If we take a look at the upper level winds from this morning, sounding fairly light winds closer to the surface, becoming more westerly as we get up in the mid and upper levels. Seeing our peak wind of 73 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level today is at 8,100 feet. Taking a look at the current visible satellite, we can see mainly high clouds streaming through the area. Do have a little bit of mid-level cloud off to the north. Expecting this to continue as we move through the day today, and again expecting increasing clouds and some additional mid and low-level clouds, particularly as we get into the evening time frame and into the early morning hours of Thursday. If we take a look at the European model here for the next couple days, we'll see again dry weather, quiet weather continuing through the day, increasing clouds as we move through the overnight. As we see the warm sector start to lift into the local area, we'll see a fairly mild evening with our low temperature early in the evening, and then temperatures rising going into the day on Thursday, setting up for above average temperatures for our high on Thursday. We'll see as we get past the 4 a.m. time, chance of a few light showers around the area with that warm front lifting through, and then that low pressure continues to push through the area. We'll see increasing winds becoming breezy to possibly windy at times, particularly as this pushes through, and behind it we'll see the windiest conditions as the cold front pushes through. But we'll see some scattered shower activity mainly during the morning time frame, and we should see it start to wrap up as we get into the afternoon here as that cold front pushes through, things drying out and breezy conditions prevailing as that area of low pressure starts to pull out of the area as we go into the day on Friday. We'll see those temperatures moving into below average, likely average on Friday, and then below average as we go into the weekend. If we zoom out here, starting off Friday morning, we'll see behind that system, high pressure starts to build into the area as we go through the weekend, but overall dry conditions and that upper level trough continues to settle in over the local region, lowering those thickness values, meaning some fairly cold air sticking around through the long term here. As you can see, dry weather prevails and chilly temperatures prevail as we move through the extended forecast here, not tracking any significant weather at this time with just high pressure staying in control, and main story will be those below average temperatures for the extended period. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours with the exception of picking up a yellow risk for precip passing that 4 a.m. time frame. But for the day today, expecting our high temperature up around 56 degrees. We'll see those increasing clouds becoming partly to mostly cloudy by the later part of the afternoon, and fairly light winds as we move through the day. Today, light and variable, and then seeing more of a southeasterly wind as we go into the evening time frame. Conditions will become overcast as we start to see some mid-level and low-level clouds building into the area. We'll see our low temperature of 48 degrees early in the evening, and then temperature slowly rising as we get into the start of the day on Thursday, as well as those winds picking up, becoming more south-southeasterly to south-southwesterly, and seeing those winds 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, and once again picking up a slight chance of some light rain as we pass the 4 a.m. time frame, with the better chance of rain coming after 8 a.m. Tides are running normal. Thursday we'll see cloudy conditions with rain showers, likely again mainly during the morning time frame, and we'll see a very slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm with that activity but should see that rain start to taper off as we move into the afternoon, and we'll see those clouds starting to break as well behind that front. And we'll see breezy to windy conditions, mild temperatures early ahead of the front, and then cooler temperatures as that front pushes through. Looking at a red risk for that precip threat and red for those winds that are above 25 knots. So good chance of seeing that wind advisory criteria met, and seeing a yellow risk for those reduced ceilings and visibilities with that shower activity. We'll see mostly cloudy conditions to start the night on Thursday, with those clouds gradually decreasing through the night, becoming partly cloudy to mostly clear. Once again, we'll see some slightly breezy conditions to start the evening as well, with those winds weakening behind the front. So we do keep a yellow risk for those winds that are above 25 knots. Otherwise, chilly temperatures with a low around 37 degrees. And a slightly below average temperature day for Friday with a high of 51 degrees. Overall green conditions for our weather risk, but we'll see some slightly breezy conditions with overall partly cloudy conditions, but we'll see some mostly cloudy periods during the afternoon with that daytime heating. If we look at the extended forecast here, pretty similar conditions to Friday prevailing through the extended forecast. We'll see partly cloudy and chilly conditions through the extended forecast here, with our high temperatures only getting into the 40s for the extended forecast, and our low temperatures bottoming out around the mid to upper 20s. And overall partly cloudy conditions, but could see some mostly cloudy conditions at times with that daytime heating. In addition, we'll see some slightly breezy days through the next couple days, with some cold air advection moving into the area. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We will be back again on Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the long weekend.